We are, but we're going to introduce ourselves
Okay.
first. Hi, my name is Ali,
I'm John Bates.
And I'm Dominique Round.
and today we're going to be talking about why kids don't come to school. Okay, who wants to start us off?
I started off. I feel some kids don't come to school because they have nothing to encourage them to come to school, or they feel that they don't have a reason to come to school.
I think, well, like you said, they don't have a reason to come to school. They don't have reasons to come to school, for one, because teachers, well, a lot of the teachers seem like they don't really want to be here or whatever. So it's like, how do you expect the students to want to be here? And when they are here, they're not really encouraged to do the right thing or do what they're supposed to do, or at least not in a way that's really effective.
Yeah, that was good. I kind of, I agree with both of you anyway. But I feel that, maybe students don't come to school, probably because they're tired of being taught the same thing over and over. And, they want to change it up, get more variety, things like that. They want to learn new things in different manners, and maybe they have other plans. They have to work. They have to take care of their little brothers, sisters, siblings, whatever. And basically, that's all I think.
I think you make it sound too, my face right here. I think you make it sound too sweet, like you say that they don't want to be here because they have like other things going on or whatever. I think it's really, really deeper than that. Like, people don't want to come to school either because they're really having things going on in their family. Like, I think the root of the problem is always with family or things that go on in the community, and that strongly affects the school system, obviously. So the deeper issue is not just, things going on like they just don't want to come to school. They don't want to come to school because of other reasons.
Alrighty. What do you think schools or teachers can do to help bring these students into school on a more daily basis?
I think, well, personally, I think school should be more of a family type of setting. I think if you have a family type of setting, the teachers will be able to relate to the students, and they'll be able to encourage the students to be here because they need to be here, and they have potential to do so much more than what they do outside of school. So you need to have that type of interaction with teachers and students for the students to want to come to school or whatever like that.
Ollie?
I basically agree with everything Dominique said. So is there another question we would like to move on to?
Oh.
So let's keep going. So,
Okay. Snazzy ringtone.
we were talking about attendance, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, what about attendance?
I guess why don't kids come to school?
I think we just answered that question.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm talking about, is there anything? Okay, well, what else is on the agenda we like to talk about? Suspensions of any kind?
Sounds like an interesting topic, Ali.
Right.
Really?
Explain.
Well, it's been bothering me for a long time now, and I just wanted the answer. I wanted to know, does suspensions actually help kids, do better? Does it make them want to act better? Does it make them want to come to school and learn more?
No. I don't see how anybody would think that a suspension does help the student. The only thing it's doing is kicking them out of school. They're not here. They can't do anything. If they're supposed to be in school getting their education and you're suspending them, they can't achieve that. So how is it benefiting them in any possible way? Especially if they're a student who constantly has behavioral problems. I think you're just trying to settle the problem right then and there, but it's not really settling it. It's a deeper thing. You need to really get to the root of the problem with the student instead of just sending them out there.
I look at it like this. If you suspend somebody from school from 3 days, that's just like making a person that don't like vegetables stop eating vegetables for 3 days. It's like really not a positive thing at all. How could you punish somebody by doing something that they want you to do? Basically, I don't think removing anybody from the school scenario in any fashion is a plus in any way. if anything, you should have them stay longer? Or how could you suspend somebody's learning time and expect growth from that? It's like reverse psychology.
That may be true, but I mean, what about the students that constantly disrupts the class? They get warnings, they get detentions, then they get the suspension. I mean, is there any other solution we can get from this that would stop them? I mean, if they really wanted to learn at school, they wouldn't be disrupted anyway. So what's the solution we can do to help them learn and stay in school besides in-house suspensions? Because we know that gets them nowhere.
I feel that this is not a school issue. I feel that it's a parental issue, and that students are not being raised properly to know how to act civilized in the school structure. I feel that in order for schools to start, it must start at home with the parents, and then the schools can reinforce that. What about you, Dominique?
I think in high school that is a really tough issue because behavior is developed when you're a child. So it's like the teachers, I understand a teacher's point of view, like they just want to get the kid out of there so that the other students can learn and do their work or whatever because the child is disrupting. But I think that teachers, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess we all comment on this topic, so we can probably move on now. We could talk about our school. Who would like to start us off?
Our school. Okay, well, we go to community high school. Things I like about the school is it's a small setting, so we can get to know everybody on a pretty good level. Something I don't like about the school, it's a pro in some ways that it's teacher-led, but in other ways, I think at times the teachers can take advantage of their power because they really don't have to answer to anybody, and I think that's a con.
Anything, John Bates?
Well, I feel that community high school is a very original and unique school for the simple fact of community service, which is basically the start of community high school. Community service allows the kids to go out and be something to help out in the community, and that helps them learn moral values and other aspects of life that can help them later on in the future.
I mean, community high school to be like everybody, you two probably already have said, it's a family, you know. I mean, every student here can feel where other people come from, you know. Each person might come from a different background, you know, different family situations, but they always meet that one person that they connect with, and then soon you meet others. I mean, teachers, they're very kind to the students. They get to know them. They help you. They, you know, coach you on what you need to do when you get to college and things like that. So, I mean, this is a pretty decent school. And
and another thing, back to the small school setting, because it is so small, we are like a family, whereas when I was in 9th grade, I went to a large school. I think it was like 1,600 students or whatever. And we didn't really have the type of relationship with our teachers that I think would be necessary for us to improve our future. Like, we weren't really going to be prepared for college, I don't think, in the way that should have been. Whereas in community, I know the college advisor pretty well, so I think she knows me well enough to know what type of college I would be good at, and she knows me based on my personality what I would be able to do. Whereas at big schools, you know, they just say, okay, well, your grades are this way, and I think this would be good for you, when they really don't know you on that personal level.
Anything? So, yeah, this is a great topic and everything, and so let's talk about something else. So I mean, you know, there's a lot of violence and bullying going on in high schools right now. Of course, it doesn't really occur in community high school and whatnot. I mean, this school's perfect, but basically, I want to know, why do you think kids bully in big high schools? Not just high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, K-4, even preschool. Babysitting stuff. You know, I just want to take it way back. Let's go.
A lot of kids bully because of jealousy, obviously, and because they feel that they have to be the stronger force at all times. It's all basically self issues within thy own body, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But bullying is a no-no.
It's not even just a self issue. I think people bully because if you look at the community, it's all broke down. There's violence going on everywhere. So it's like bullying is just another type of issue that goes on. Just like if you look at the ratio between the things that go on in the community and then compare it to in school, there's bullying in school, there's violence on the streets. I mean, it's going to be universal.
Compatible.
But yeah, there's one thing that you guys have missed here. Maybe it doesn't have to do with the violence of the community. Maybe it has to do with the parenting at home. You know, maybe. Yeah, of course.
If you really think about it, there's violence on the streets because of. I mean, parenting is just another
excuse
reason
me, I
for
believe
that.
I was talking here. Can I finish, please? Okay. But yeah, the parental, they need to teach these kids. Maybe it starts out, as a control freak problem. Maybe, they're at the grocery store, they want a candy bar. Can I get a candy bar? Sure, go on, get whatever you want. It starts off that little. People don't believe this. It turns out to be a candy bar. Next thing, it turns into lunch money. Okay. They gonna get what they want to get. And maybe it's just a form of expression. Maybe they've seen some things at home. Maybe they played a couple video games, But I mean, it's a no-no, as John has already said.
Okay, well, another thing that I think, the media also ties into the community. If you look at things that people see on TV, and Ali kind of talked about video games. Video games and television, things in the news, different things like that. It all plays a role in what people see. They're influenced based on those things. So they act on what they see. And if they see violence, that's what they're going to act on.
But if media or entertainment influences your child more than you do, once again, it's a parenting issue. And that is another no-no.
And it's not that media influences a child more than parenting, because I think parenting is the first influence that they receive. So it's just an extra influence. It doesn't really matter which is more important. It's just like they have so many influences. Which one do they act on when?
We're just going to solve this problem. There's a new thing called parental control. Let's move on. Is that time?
Parental control?
And
Parental control. I mean,
is you serious?
there's parental control of the cable box, there's parental control of the computer, there's parental control of satellite, there's dish, there's all sorts of things. I mean, don't give me that crap. Alright, we're going to...
Okay.
If there's a problem, put on the shades.
Well, that was Student Speak Out. You know what I'm saying? 116, you already know.
Oh.
You already know.
And we're signing off, and I'm Ali.
I'm Jonathan Ankrum.
And I'm Dominique.
And that was Student Speak Out.
116, you already know.
What is
No,
this?
press the
No, what is
button.
116
Are you
mean?
serious?
Tell the camera. You've been saying it forever.
Press the button.